Intelligent life on Ceres? New evidence seems to suggest so. Ever since the NASA spacecraft ON entered the orbit of Ceres, scientists have been fascinated about the feedback received. On January 19, 2015, the first high-res images of the planet were collected and immediately sparked a heated debate over their supposedly alien origins. What the pictures revealed puzzled the researchers. Two bright spots were visible in a huge crater from the surface. To deepen this mystery even further, Dawn also provided images of a pyramid-shaped mountain which is located over a relatively flat landscape. The structure measures about 3 miles above the surface and is oddly dark on one side, while the other side glows with bright streaks, similar to the other bright spots found inside the crater. Impressed about the discoveries, the NASA team went further and managed to capture even better images of this curious planet. On 11 May 2015, Dawn has mapped the planet in detail from 2,700 miles above for the second time. A better view over the dwarf planet's surface revealed even more small spots near the previous place. Located in a crater about 55 miles across, at least 8 spots can be seen near the largest bright area, which is considered to be about 6 miles wide. An extremely reflective material is responsible for these spots. Scientists claim that ice or salt might be causing this reflection, but they consider other options as well. Ceres seems to be split into a rocky core and an icy mantle, and may sustain a leftover internal ocean of liquid water under its coating of ice. Besides water, which is a key factor for sustaining life, the small planet also has plentiful craters of different sizes, many of which have central peaks. Following the first exploring mission of a dwarf planet, Carol Raymond, deputy principal investigator for the Dawn mission, declared, "The surface of Ceres has revealed many interesting and unique features. For example, icy moons in the outer solar system have craters with central pits, but on Ceres, central pits and large craters are much more common. These and other features will allow us to understand the inner structure of Ceres that we cannot sense directly." In other words, this particular dwarf planet has some distinct features which makes it unique among other small planets, and it was supposedly targeted by NASA from the start because of the abundant material it possessed. What other crucial information NASA has gathered we can only speculate. Being well known that government agencies tend to release only the information they desire, no one knows what this particular planet has in store for us.
Auckland, New Zealand, 1997. Retired military and commercial airline pilot Bruce Cathy publishes his book, The Energy Grid. In it, he details his experience observing UFOs during his time working for the New Zealand military. He noted that these crafts were always following straight lines. After mapping them, he discovered that they followed a distinctive grid pattern. Additionally, while flying over some of these zones, he also noticed that various structures were actively being built along the paths.
Bruce Cathy maintained that the American military, starting in World War II, had also figured out this special grid that surrounds the entire planet, and that the military was using certain spots on the Earth to build military bases and other structures.
Cathy suggested that the extraterrestrial craft may have been drawing power off the grid, and that after World War II and the Roswell incident, military personnel around the world had become aware of this UFO connection.
So here we have an ancient grid structure, probably built by extraterrestrials, possibly to power their craft, that's now being reconstructed today by the military.
Could it be that ancient structures throughout the world were designed to function together as part of a massive energy grid? And did the architects intentionally leave behind information for us to find once we had the technological knowledge to recognize this system? But why? What were the alien architects trying to tell us?
extraterrestrials knew that at some point in our evolution, an technologically advanced society would stumble across all of these ancient sites and see their correlation, thus forcing us to take into consideration that some type of extraterrestrials showed our ancestors where to build these things, not for them, but for us.
The grid itself may in fact be a source of unconventional energy that we are not necessarily utilizing with our technology now. An advanced intelligent race wanted to leave something behind for us to discover that would give us the clues to a greater level of science than we now understand.
It could be that this master architect sought not only to influence the Earth, but also to connect the Earth to something greater or beyond our imagination. Perhaps this grid even extends out into the stars, and the world grid of the Earth connects with the grid of other planets as well, and then integrates the Earth into a huge colony, if you will, or integrated circuit throughout the cosmos.